Hi everyone, welcome to my game, Paper Plane Tosser, for the 24-hour challenge. So I started off with a simple main menu. It's just animated, just to obviously make it into more of a game. So the premise of the game is to launch a paper plane as far as possible through the city, but you can either have air vents shooting you up and helping you get distance, or you've got obstacles that are going to hinder your way, essentially. So the main aim of the game is to get as far as possible via the distance meter. So let's break down mechanics. So we've got the plane mechanic where I wanted the player to be able to control the plane before the throw, because obviously the prompt is out of your control. So once the player throws it, all control is out of their hands. So I wanted the player to be able to move it horizontally and incline it vertically to get the angle at which they want to throw it. It gives them like a better chance of throwing it in whatever direction they want. Obviously, with the wind and stuff that's in the level, it's going to change that. But I think it turned out quite well. I'm happy with it. It's the first time I've tried something like this, so I think it works well for what it is. So next up, we've got the mechanic of the updraft, essentially, that pushes. So I started off with just a simple cylinder I wrote a script that if the player is on trigger enter, it has a up force. So once I got that done, I removed the mesh renderer and then just added a particle, so it looks like wind. I think it works really well. Obviously, with a paper plane, that's how it works. So next we've got the distance meter. This was the most difficult for me because I've never done something like this, so I went down a massive YouTube rabbit hole. I had a really particularly hard time with this because all the videos that I found, well, a lot of them were pretty much telling me to use MathF in my script to get the distance, but it just wasn't responsive enough, where I stumbled across a video where it essentially told me to measure the distance from a game object from the plane, and it works super responsive. I'm super proud of this. It looks really great. Works really great too. So next, we've got, I'll just do a walkthrough of the level that I built for the game. So the entire city I built by hand. Every piece I put in individually. So it took probably the longest of anything that I did. So I've got the particle effects that I'd made for the wind. I've got the obstacles, which I've got the baby Wawa Trump, and the blimps and the helicopters. All custom animated. Every single one's animated separately. And I think it works well. It took me a long time. I know, obviously, with a lot more time, it'd be way better. But this was getting down to the early hours of the morning. But overall, I think it looks pretty well. The aesthetic kind of matches everything. I've got a dynamic skybox that I built in there as well. So all those clouds move and function as well. Overall, I'm happy that I finished the project, but obviously with more time and obviously more knowledge as well into this particular style of game, I'd have a better product. But it was a great experience, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone else's work. Thanks for watching.